Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence for the officers in York County who, 3 of them lost their lives and 2 are in the hospital in critical condition. Thank you. All right, welcome everyone. Some announcements from me. We had a executive session prior to this meeting, and we discussed litigation, personnel issues. The other announcement, I don't know if I'm stealing anybody's thunder. Is anybody going to announce this?
Got it.
Golf scramble? Okay. All right, so Warminster Township, Jessica is running a annual golf outing that'll benefit the township. It is on Friday, October 17th. $150 per person, $550 for a foursome. It all benefits the Parks and Recreation, so we encourage people to sign up. You can go on the township website, warminsterpa.myrec.com to sign up. And I would like to welcome our new assistant manager, Jill. Welcome, Jill. Jill came on board prior to her promotion with the expectation that she would move up. You have an exemplary resume, Jill, I have to say, and I understand you met with the same fate as Jessica when she first showed up, and I apologize from most of the residents in Warminster. They should not have demeaned you or anybody in any position that's a secretary, administrative assistant. That was not the right thing to do, or to take a personnel issue and try to make political fodder out of it. So welcome, congratulations. You're already doing a great job. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Jill.
Thank you.
Other than that, I think I'm pretty much used up here. So, Chuck?
No real announcement at this time. I'd like to thank the township and other people from the township for the sympathy cards and flowers for my father's passing last month. Thank you.
Judy?
I just want to thank you for coming in. Remember that just 2 days ago was the 240th anniversary of our Constitution, which we can all be very proud of. And also that from the 15th of September to the 17th of October is National Hispanic American Month. So there's plenty of Hispanic food in Warminster to celebrate that with. So try to have a good time with that. And then September 27th, we'll see you on Warminster Day. Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen at home and folks that are here today visiting with us. I have a couple announcements. Our Environmental Advisory Council has some positions available. If you are interested in improving your community, please send your resume to Mr. Tom Scott at Warminster Township, and you will be considered for any of those positions. And I have some announcements for our awesome Parks and Rec Department. The annual Warminster Day and Touch a Truck event will take place on Saturday, 27th from 11 to 3. We will be there, right guys? Okay. Everyone's encouraged to enter the park from the entrance at the Bristol and Hatboro Roads entrance. This is a rain or shine event. Trail construction in Warminster Community Park is ongoing. Please avoid areas under construction and comply with posted signage. The Parks and Recreation Annual Golf Outing, as Mr. Hayes alluded to, will take place on Friday, October 17th at the Five Ponds Golf Course. The Park and Recreation Department is soliciting input from the public as part of a Parks, Recreation, and Open Space Plan update. Electronic survey link can be found on the township website, and paper copies are available at the Administration Building, Library, and the Rec in Warminster Community Park. So if you have any desires for the community park that you're interested in, you can submit those responses, and they will be gone over by our Parks and Rec Department to improve the community park. And that's all I have tonight, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, we had a nice crowd at the actual meeting
Yes.
for the master plan. It was, there was a lot of good input, and we appreciate everybody coming out that night. Janice, do you have any comments or announcements?
I'm here. Hi. Hello, everyone. Sorry I can't be there in person today, but my daughter is in the ER right now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'd like to let you all to know that I'm watching, like some people are from home, and it's quite a different perspective. So I encourage everybody to come out next time in person, because it's a lot more fun up front. Thank you.
All right. I do believe Brandon has an announcement.
Brandon Yett, Project Coordinator for Warminster Township. I'll be quick, as promised. I'll try and keep it under 65 seconds. Just wanted to real quick introduce the initiative that we're trying to do to get the residents involved. It'll be a photo contest that'll go live tomorrow, and it'll be a fall photo fest. It'll end November 17th, and the goal is to try and get everyone to get out, take photos. There's 2 categories, one of anywhere in the parks, and then the rest anywhere else in the township. The link will be on our website tomorrow. You can submit up to 3 photos only, and please, your best, pick the category where you want it, and then submit it, and I'll notify you in December. We'll let everyone know who won, try and bring them to a supervisor meeting to get their prizes, movie tickets, certificates, and their photos hung up at the lobby here at the Township Building. So please, I hope everyone participates, and I hope that was under the time.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you.
All right. We have a wonderful presentation. We have some exciting stuff going on in the township, as always. But this one's especially exciting. So we want to bring up, I'm sorry.
Good evening. My name is Mike Pence from
Mike, that's correct.
Kimmel Architecture. And we are the architects for the exciting new Five Ponds Club building. So we do have a presentation tonight. Basically, we'll just walk you through a little bit to show you what's being proposed. So this obviously is a shot of the beautiful golf course that you have and the existing club building. Can I? There it is. No, I'm really messing this up. Not sure. Or do I use the side? There we go. All right. I apologize for the technical difficulties here, but we're better architects than technologists. So this gives you an idea of the site, what's being proposed. Parking. The parking lots shown there are basically the existing parking with a little bit of reworking of the entrance. We have a porte cochere that comes out, so you'll have a fully covered drop-off. And then I think I can point to. So the existing building is in this area, and we are essentially working in the same location as the existing building, but we're expanding a little bit in this direction off to the east. And you'll see there are some cart path changes here. So cart path will come up and around, and as we get into the plan, we'll see. But this is the area where the pro shop will be. So there'll be some cart path parking here. You can check in here to go play your rounds of golf. And then up here, there's a pull-off for additional cart parking. which will be used for people at the turn, people that want to come in, park, pick something up, a snack, whatever they need, go to the bathroom. And then this is outdoor seating along both of these areas, and then there's dining in this area. So this outdoor seating really faces, I think, one of the great views of the course out here. And then down in this area, we have just kitchen area and some loading. So let me get into the plans. This is just a little bit wider of a view. Maybe shows a little bit how we've oriented the more golf-associated functions this way towards the driving range, towards the tees, the putting green. And this is the dining and bar, which of course are more oriented out towards the views.
And the dining and bar is going to be open year-round?
Yes, that's my
That's correct.
understanding.
Yeah, I'll let Marley speak to that, yes.
So here's our main entrance. We come in, we have a nice lobby, circulation up to the upper floor. This is a two-story building, approximately 30,000 square feet in total, 15 per floor. And we're able to come straight in here to a great new bar, a nice central bar structure with outdoor seating on both sides. As I mentioned before, this is the golf cart pull-off. Golfers will be able to come up this way and get direct access right to the snack bar, and they can get served drinks, hot dogs, whatever they want from this area. There are a couple of bathrooms out here. There's the ability to get water there, so anything you need as you're golfing would be available there. And then, of course, the bar has some seating off to the sides, and we have a good 30-person bar. And then this area is a dining, and that will have the ability to be separated with some folding glass doors. So if you want to have a private function in there, you have that option, or we can open it up and have that connection to the bar. And then this down here is our kitchen, back of house more. This is the loading. As you come up, this is all screened. I have some renderings of this in 3 dimensions that'll explain this, but we've screened all the equipment and all the necessaries of the building. And then over here on this side, we have golf simulators, which will be a nice addition for the course. 4 simulators and some area for your friends to hang out and heckle you as you hit balls. Then over here we have the pro shop. The pro shop is slightly larger than the one that you have now. Golfers can come and check in here, pick up items that they need with some office space and storage back here for the pro shop. And then bathrooms down here that are very similar to the quantities you have now, also with some showers and lockers for golf outings. This is the second floor. So the second floor is mostly dedicated to banquet space. So we have a 280-seat banquet hall up here, bride's area, dance floor, band. We have flexibility in that space, so that can move around. Brides have an option to set the room a bit as they like. This is a pre-function area, and that allows people to gather. There's a bar that's accessible from the pre-function, and also during events you can come out and get drinks. But then once events start, everyone would be in here. And this box here represents the basic footprint of the existing building, just to show you how this building relates to where the existing is. And then this is a great outdoor deck, again with spectacular views out to the course. That'll be a nice amenity for people who use it from the pre-function. The bathrooms in the center, and then this area is dedicated to office space. So that'll be the administrative office for the club. And this is just a little bride suite. So bridesmaids, they have an opportunity to have a place they can get away during the function, or they can get prepared for the function, change clothes, with a little deck, nice for photos. So that, and then we just nuts and bolts of the building. We also have a basement area, allows us some extra kitchen space, and all of our utilities and things happen down there, storage as well.
Nice.
So these give you an idea of what the building will look like. So this is as you approach the main entrance. This is the porte cochere, the drop-off. You'll be able to drive around. This is the kitchen over here. You see we have it well screened. So as you approach, you're not looking at that back of house function. The building is a lot of stone, siding, and a low slope tipped roofs, very much in keeping, I think, with the surrounding areas. This is the pro shop side, so this would be where the golf carts would be able to come and pull up and park. This would be your entrance to the pro shop, very visible from the course and out to the course. This starts to come around to the golf course side. This is the outdoor deck. This would be where people would be able to come at the turn, pick up snacks. Bathrooms are tucked back in here. Oh, and just to point out, that is this would be the little balcony off of the bride's suite. This is off of the pre-function room. So this is our big outdoor deck upstairs. And then this would be where the pull-off is for golfers at the turn. We wanted to keep that over here closer to the golf functions, keep all those carts out of the views we have off to the left in this image. And then we have generous outdoor seating as we saw in the plan. And then this is, as we start to come around to the other side, banquet hall upstairs. This is bar under here, dining here. A lot of covered outdoor seating on this lower level. Tables and chairs. We have some bar tops that people can sit at and enjoy the view. And again, this is just a little higher shot, a little bit more of an overall, so you can see the whole building from the golf course side. Any questions?
I just have a comment. I love all the windows, and that people will enjoy the views of the beautiful golf course from those windows, and the outdoor seating is really beautiful also. I like
Yeah.
the whole plan, to be honest, but I just
Thank
wanted to
you.
point those particular things out.
Thank you, yeah, and I think, and we worked a lot with Craig to get this site plan worked out and maximize the views, as I said, not, keeping carts out of everybody's view out here. We didn't want to have carts parked in front, better to have it over here. This banquet hall will have a terrific view out there, so thank you, I appreciate your comments.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful design. It's not too historical, it's not too modern. It kind of fits. It really is. It looks like a private country club. It really is a nice design. A lot of open space, and we're going to be able to have what should have been years ago when they first scrapped the original plans. We can have large banquet and events in there now, which is a nice revenue driver for the golf course.
Yes,
So.
it's exciting.
Yep. Marley, would you like to add anything? I mean, because you're our event planner, so.
No, I don't have much to add. You did great. But I think we're just really looking forward to tying in more with the residents and offering more of a place for non-golfers to come and have fun at the bar, grill. We look forward to having live music. Like Ken said, we'll be open year-round, as well as the simulators. We'll look to do stuff in the winter golf leagues, things like that. That's really huge. There's definitely a need for that. And then the large event space, I'm really excited about because there's a need for one venue. So.
Yeah, we're excited about it too, and the fact that we have 4 golf simulators, we could have a golf league in the winter.
It's gonna be huge.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
It is.
You gonna have a waitress service for the simulator rooms?
are,
That'd be
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, there'll be packages, private parties, things like that.
Mr. Chairman, if I could also add, I think Mike and Terry mentioned about leagues during the winter will bring in revenue as well. And one other big change will be no more taking the golf carts out through the parking lots. That's also more of a country club feel where you're not like go out, change, do whatever with the golf carts. So one thing that Mike and I worked on was if you see as you're going on the top of the screen there's a dark gray and a light gray. It says cart drop off. The lighter gray with some dark lines is about an 8 to 10 foot concrete raised sidewalk. So carts will not be able to go and cut out into the parking lot. That path continues down to the new cart barn that we have as well, working on. But they'll drop off after the rounds right there, then walk to their cars. And that curb and sidewalk will prevent that. We pretty much have the entire building now in curb, but you'll step up onto the decking into the building, and there'll be one area for the maintenance, for the, the guys in the morning to get the carts through there and cut through the parking lot, but that's a big change as well.
Excuse me, I'm seeing a lot of steps. Is it handicap accessible?
Yes, there's elevators as well. There's,
How do you get on the side balcony and how do you get through the back? Have to get to the front?
you take the elevator to the second floor, yes.
Well, no, it's on the first floor. If you go back a couple pictures,
It's all going to be handicap accessible. That's required.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I don't even think they got that far yet, other than the
We didn't
elevator.
get into all the
I know we
weeds.
have not had
This
that,
is-
because everything is raised up. We have ramps, so for the parking lot, we have extra handicap spaces based on the size of the building, and then there's ramps out in the front. In fact, most of the area out at the portico is all depressed curb, so there'll be plenty of access there, but in the back, I'm not sure the architects have gotten that far on that. There are steps. all
Yeah,
the way.
and so this, as Craig said, would be a depressed curb and a slope up to the entrance, so that's accessible. This is the elevator that will get you up to the second floor. And we'll also have depressed curb at the pro shop to get there. And then this would just be sloped up to this terrace. The steps you see here are really just a result of the sloping and the grade. So there we would have steps, but you'd be accessible here and you'd be accessible here as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, Craig, but
No, in fact,
you're good at grade.
Just so everybody knows how these plans go, and on a big project like this, I was trying to react to the changes to the building and everything. Just yesterday, my plan was coming together. That's how quickly my staff put everything together. I noticed some steps. Okay, there's steps there. We haven't communicated yet on the details of which ones are going to be ramps, where's the ADA accessibility in the back. And what you usually do is, obviously with the elevator, I have to have that be the closest point, but I only deal in the exterior. But there was changes going on up until yesterday. In fact, I think we sent the plan to the architect yesterday. Mike Katara has not signed off on yet. I was emailing him. He's out of town, so he still has to sign off on where we want everybody to enter. And I'm thinking what Mike was saying is the one will be a ramp. So that'll be the ADA accessible on the one side. And then they do have steps shown in the back, but as long as you have the closest point being for the ADA accessible, you're fine.
So I just want to be clear with everyone that these plans have been in the works for a long time, but these are not the final plans.
Yeah,
And
we're
there's,
really.
there-
yeah.
there's a lot of, this is a dynamic thing, but what you're looking at is what it's going to look like. I mean, as far as, it's all going to be ADA compliant. That's all part of the design, so,
I think a month ago, we made a big change. I think everybody's very happy with it, but I think I'm the one that initiated the separating a little bit more of the golf and keeping the golfing over to the pro shop, because the bar was actually on the other side, and I didn't like people pulling up with this nice big patio. You have a wedding going on, and you have like golf carts, because it's still a golf course, and it has to operate during big events that Marley's putting on. So the architects made a change and moved everything. We all signed off on that concept, but then I had to change all the site work, the layout of the paths and the walkways. So that change just happened, and we just finished that yesterday.
yeah, so the footprint and the exterior is pretty much going to be the same. As far as tweaking some things, as Craig mentioned, we made some major changes. But, this is exciting because this is going to allow the golf course to compete with other golf courses for large wedding and special events. The bar is going to be open year-round, and it'll generate a good amount of revenue. The simulators will also come into play and enhance people. It'll be a place to go all year round. And I want to emphasize that this is not going to cost the residents, the taxpayers, any money. This will pay for itself through the golf course fund. So there's going to be no tax increase to pay for this. It's going to pay for itself. And what a nice addition to the township. It's going to be a destination for years to come. And I have to also say that the existing building was built to residential standards. It's a commercial building. and it's falling down. Well, it's not falling down, let me rephrase that. It's met its useful life. It's at its useful life's end. So we're looking forward to this, getting this project started. All right,
Well
Mike,
said.
thank you.
Well said.
Marley, thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thanks, Mike.
All right. Land use matters. I'm thrilled to announce that the board is going to take action on on approving Act 49, which is the police service tenure ordinance. Is there a motion on the floor?
Motion.
Second.
Second, and Tom, would you want, or Scott, someone want to explain this to the residents?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen of the board. The ordinance that's before the board for adoption will allow police officers who superannuate with Warminster Township to use service time from other police agencies as qualifying years for their retirement. So if they work 5 years in Upper Darby, and then they come to Warminster Township and they stay long enough, those 5 years will be credited towards their years of service to retire here. So what's the big deal? Well, it'll be helpful to, I think, the police department to help attract officers who are already working somewhere else, and maybe they're looking for a change of pace. They want to come to Warminster because, it's the place to be. And this is another tool to help with that secondary recruiting. I think it's a great, the board has adopted, I think it's going to be a great program. I think the police officers, right now, there's a few who are qualified, who've served at other agencies, and I think we have an opportunity to be in the forefront of adopting this type of ordinance, which was created by, the ability to do so was created by the state legislature last summer, in the summer of 2024. So I would recommend adoption.
All right, thank you. Yeah, and this is just another investment in our human capital here in the township, and as Tom said, I think it's a great recruiting tool and retention tool, and we hope we get some really high quality police officers to come to the township. Any questions or comments from the board?
Call the question. Call the question.
Well, questions or comments from the public? All right, being none, let's call the question. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All opposed? Chair votes aye, motion carries 5-0. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Public comment, my favorite part of the meeting. Anyone? Come on up.
Hello and good evening. My name is Nicholas Cosby and I live on Olive Street right here in Warminster. I'm here tonight because I've been needing to voice an issue I've been having with the township as well as the police over a neighbor that has continually been a disturbance to our quiet little area. I've made multiple complaints to the zoning office over issues, but it seems nothing ever gets investigated or done. I've also filed several police complaints regarding issues ranging from antagonizing my dogs, property damage, even staring at my children for extended periods of time to the point where they came in from our backyard because they felt uncomfortable on my own property. This gentleman goes out of his way to try to intimidate my wife, my children, as well as other neighbors. He even causes property damage to mine as well as surrounding neighbors. I have several photos proving these statements, a petition signed from some of our neighbors all agreeing. A fence was installed after police and license and inspection came out. License and inspection made a summary ruling saying that they were allowed to remove trees that fell right down the middle of the property line, even though I was told repeatedly it was a civil matter and had to take it up with the district magistrate office. Soon after that happened, the fence was put up and I was told by the police that should alleviate all of the issues that we were having. Within a week, security cameras were installed on this gentleman's roof, overlooking the new fence right into my backyard. I made a complaint about that. I'm still waiting on that copy to be picked up from the police department. Every time myself or another neighbor makes a complaint, we're told the police will talk to him, but nothing's ever done about it. The matters continue to escalate. This person now has moved on to speeding through our neighborhood, even during the hours when kids are walking to their bus stops. And now he's even rolling through stop signs, just to be blatant. This person lied to the police, animal control, license inspection. He and his family have purposely omitted details in order to get permits approved or have done work without permits and filed false claims with the police and lied on claims to animal control. I have proof of all this, again, but no one is willing to look at it every time I try and bring that up. The police and zoning officers haven't been able to do anything. No actual inspections or investigations have been done on these complaints, even though I'm emailed back from license and inspection stating that an investigation was done. I have a photo of a gentleman who pulled up out front of our house, never got out of his vehicle to see the complaint that I had filed and submitted photos. I get an email stating that the investigation was done, no findings. There was no physical way this person, from being on the street, could have seen what I was making my complaint about, since a non-regulation fence was installed with exterior-facing braces. I'm just tired of getting a runaround from the township every time that I have to make a complaint. I'm told that I have to go to this department or that department. It's a civil matter. Nothing is being done, and it's continuing to escalate. What I want to know is what's going to happen with this? What's the township going to do to prevent this from happening to other citizens and residents?
Scott?
Yeah, with regard to some of these items that I can tell you, obviously the zoning officer and the planning director have forwarded me some of the stuff. With regard to the tree removal, that is not something that the township regulates. That is, trees are considered private property, so that dispute is between, if a neighbor removes a tree, we can't tell him yes, we can't tell him no. That's not something we can dictate.
You're right.
With regard to the fence, I've looked, they sent it over to me to double check it, see if it's compliant with our ordinances. From our standpoint, it is compliant with our ordinances. And I've looked at it as well as the planning director. It's been escalated all through, and the fence was compliant with what we have.
So we have all documentation of all this?
Yes.
This is the first I'm hearing about this, so
Direct question, you physically saw the braces that I emailed photos over?
What do you mean?
The braces that are halfway, his house sits farther back on the street than the two on opposing sides.
Correct.
They have rickety metal stringy braces holding it together from improper installation where it was about to fall over on the exterior facing side of the fence, right into my backyard.
Did I do it? No, I don't.
No, I know what I'm saying. Someone physically did.
Someone saw them, yes.
How? Is what I would like to know, because you can't see them from the street, and nobody came into my property.
You sent over pictures.
Yes.
Yes, so they were able to see them through the pictures.
Oh, and those are allowed?
Yeah.
Those bracing? Oh, okay,
Yes.
so we don't have to follow the regulations that I was sent by the zoning officer?
No, they have an explanation of why, and have reviewed everything, and you were sent an email of why it actually complies.
The email that I received said that their contractor provided documentation as to why they were there, but the fence was not installed by a contractor.
I can't answer that question for you.
That's what I'm saying, like, no real investigation has actually been done into any of these, and it's just being rubber stamped or pushed aside.
It's not. It was fully investigated, it was fully looked at, and they've done what they can do.
So this gentleman can't be told he needs to fix the damage to the brand-new fence that was installed. That's the problem. It was broken during installation.
Whose fence is damaged and broken?
This gentleman's.
So he installed the fence and his fence is broken?
Yeah, it was. He hired random people to put it up, not a licensed contractor. They broke it during installation and put a Band-Aid fix on it.
All right,
That's the problem.
We'll look into it.
So I mean, okay.
This just came to our attention like
2 hours ago.
not even 2 hours ago. So we'll look into it and we'll make sure we get an answer for you.
All right.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Pat Boyle, 6310 Centennial Station. I'm the president of the William Tennant Alumni Association, class of 75, go Panthers. We have an alumni fund, which is a fund that is used to help fiscally disadvantaged students have their full high school experience. One of the examples is, we had a kid who was in the madrigals, he was a great singer, he outgrew his shoes. And the family couldn't afford to buy another pair of black shoes, and so we bought him black shoes, so that he could continue to sing and compete and everything, so he could live his full tenant experience. The fund is just fantastic. Nobody forgets a permission slip anymore, which was code for we can't afford the ticket to go on a class trip, like to Washington DC, what they do for Veterans Day, and different things like that. It's just so wonderful what this fund is able to do. But like everything else, prices are going up and it's costing more to do stuff. So we're doing a dine and donate on October 11th at the VE Club. It's $65 a person. We're gonna have baskets and raffles and all kinds of fun. So if anybody can come out and join us, we'd love to see you. You can check us out on WTHSalumni.com and purchase tickets through there. Thank you very much.
Great, thanks, Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
What was that date, Pat?
October 11th.
Thank you.
Yes.
Anyone else?
I was just wondering where she went to.
I don't know. I think they have a tax collector meeting, so she probably had to leave. All right, so being no more public comment, that'll close. We'll go right to the consent agenda. Consider approval of the Board of Supervisors minutes dated August 7th, 2025. National Opioid Settlement Secondary Manufacturers, authorization for notification of participation to Opioids Implementation Administrator. A lot of words there, but basically we're going to participate in an opioid settlement, I believe. Is that correct, Scott?
Correct. There's been more coming through, and we're seeing a new round of, you're getting new, obviously, most recently we did the Sacklers, but you've seen the larger pharmaceutical companies. Now we're getting into the distributors, smaller pharmaceutical companies, as well as pharmacies themselves. So we're going to start seeing more coming through as well, in addition to this one.
Okay, thank you. Consider Christ Home Shepherd's Crossing Phase 3B, release number 2, final from the escrow amount, or from the escrow account in the amount of $36,707.78. Award a contract extension to Shades of Green through the end of 2026 for tree trimming and removal services. Consider change order for Warminster Community Park Trails Restoration Project in the amount of $202,330. Consider change order for Five Ponds Golf Course Pond Dredging Project for $65,425. The community parks, Kathy and I were out there the other day. They're doing a fantastic job. The trails were put down, the asphalt trails were put down right over soils. There was no base put down. It was not well constructed. So this change order is for soft spots and a lot of bad areas that they actually had to dig down about almost 2 feet, put large size ballast down, and then modified, and then a base asphalt coat and a finish coat. So we were out there. They're doing a fantastic job. We're going to do 2.5 miles this year. We'll do the other 2.5 next year. And then the Five Ponds Golf Course, the pond that's getting dredged, the additional pond is the one that takes in all the stormwater from Cross Street Road, and that silts in rather quickly, so that's a necessity as well. Is there a motion?
Motion to accept.
Second.
Any questions or comments from the board? Excuse me, questions or comments from the public? All right, being none, let's call the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Janice, I didn't hear from you.
I'm here. I said, I approve.
Okay, all right, motion carries 5-0. Thank you. All right, finance report, Chuck.
How you doing? I'd like to consider approval of the bill list supplement bill. Let me see, August 21st, in the amount of $1,890,570.79. And supplemental bill listed August 29th, 2025, in the amount of $798,943.71 for a grand total, September bill also in the amount of $704,215.87.
For a grand total of...
Do I have that here? For a grand total of, that's on a different sheet.
Didn't mean to put you on the spot.
$3,393,730.00.
All right. Is there a motion to accept the bill list?
2 pages.
Motion?
Second. Janice seconded. Any questions or comments from the board? Questions or comments from the public? All right, being none, let's call the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any all opposed? Chair votes aye. Motion carries 5-0. All right, John, you're up.
All right, I'll be real quick.
Thank you.
'Cause I'll be back up and you'll fall asleep then. Revenues in the general fund are up about $50,000, which is great. Expenses are up, but they're actually running at 58% of budget. And through the end of July, we're at 58.33. So we're running exactly how we budgeted on expenses. So that's what we're looking to do, is try and be right on track with all this. Compared to last year, we're at 70% of revenues. We're at 71% of revenues last year, 58% compared to 55%. So we're tracking very similar to last year, which was a great year. So if we can keep up this trend, it will be another really good year for the township.
That's what we like to hear, John.
All right.
Wonderful
Thank
job.
you very much.
Good report, thank you.
Wonderful job from you and your staff. Thank you.
Yes.
It's always nice to generate a budget that we can keep adhered to. All right. No unfinished business, and under new business, if I may take the liberty, because we have our Warminster's finest here, I'd like to move the C item up to the front, if that's okay with the rest
I'm
of the board.
okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. So under new business, we're going to consider a 2-year extension of the Warminster Police Benevolent Association collective bargaining agreement. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Okay, so I'm happy to say that one thing that we like here on this board is harmony with our police department and keep our police department in harmony with us. There's contract negotiations, and I was part of that negotiation last time, and it's a back and forth. It's time consuming, and we're happy that we have this opportunity to extend this contract for 2 years, 2 additional years. Any other comments from the board?
No, not at this time.
Any other comments from the public? All right, being none, let's call the question. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Is that an aye?
She said aye.
All right, chair votes aye, motion carries 5-0. Thank you, thank you. John, would you like to come up?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Evening.
I'm John Schlatter. I'm the representative for the police union here in Warminster. I've been so for about 15 years. I just want to thank you for your continued reasonableness and cooperation that you've showed. Your open door policy to the police union has been greatly appreciated. But I know we don't always agree on everything, but having the opportunity to come over here and sit with the Township Manager and also specifically you, Mr. Hayes, and discuss these issues, find resolutions. We don't always agree on the resolutions, but they are usually reasonable, and there's things that we can both live with. So I do appreciate that. I thank you for your support of this police department. I do.
Great, thank you, John.
I also want to take this opportunity. I am also retiring from the police
I was getting
department.
there.
Yeah. I've been a police officer here for 31 years. Jim Donnelly in the back, the chief right there, Jim Donnelly. I have worked for him or with him in the capacity of police officer about 30 years. And Chief, I want to take this opportunity. For the last 12 years, I've worked under his direction as chief of police here in Warminster. And I thank you for the enjoyable career that I've had working alongside of you as an equal, as well as a subordinate while he was chief. So I just want to say thank you to him as well for my career experience. But again, I hope that we can continue to come over here and sit with all of you. So Judy, Judy, I've had some personal, professional relationship with you as well, and it's always been a favorable one. I've seen you at events, and I appreciate the conversations we've had as well. New guy. Sorry, I won't get to know you. I hope that the...
That means I'm staying out of trouble.
I hope that the incoming president is going to be Kevin McLaughlin. Sergeant Kevin McLaughlin is going to take my place, and I hope that you extend to him the same courtesies he extended to me, and hopefully he does the same. But again, thank you, Ken, and I hope...
Yeah, I appreciate the kind words, John, and it's been a pleasure, and we want to keep an open door and dialogue, and again, we may not agree on everything, but we don't argue about it where there's no animosity. We reach an agreement, and as I always said to you, when both sides walk away a little unhappy, it's probably a good deal, but...
we can do better.
Yeah, right, we can debate that. But I wish you the best. Congratulations. I love to see people reach their retirement and move on in their life and find something new. I know right now you don't plan on doing much.
Yeah, I don't plan on doing anything, and there's only so many closets you can clean out. So
that's right.
Go sailing.
Yeah, I just seasick, so we got all kinds of problems.
As we used to say, the honey-do list, once that's done, you have to look for something to do. But I wish you the best and all the best in your retirement.
No, I appreciate that.
And it was always a pleasure working with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Congratulations. Retirement.
And we look forward to working with Kevin and everyone else.
Unfortunately, he lives pretty far away. He couldn't be here tonight.
Yeah.
But, I assume it'll be just fine. You've met him.
Yeah,
We'll all
yeah, and
work together.
he was on the negotiating committee, I think,
Yes.
right? Wasn't he? Yeah, with Casey and it's great. You guys are great. You do a fantastic job. You see the worst of everything all the time, and we really appreciate what you guys do. You're incredibly professional, the entire department, and we appreciate that. And
Thank you.
And keep up the great work.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Okay. So do we want to put everybody to sleep and bring John up? Thank you, gentlemen. Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we'll see you later.
Bye, Your Honor.
I think that's why Yeah, that's right. All right, why don't we approve the pension actuarial evaluation before John puts everyone to sleep with the minimum municipal obligation?
Motion to approve.
Second?
I'll second that.
Okay, so, John, why don't you come up and explain this to the residents? This is all good news too, because this is part of our audit, which we had a nice clean audit again this year, and hats off to you for that.
So the MMO, that's what we're approving. It's a minimum municipal obligation. It's what the township is obligated by the actuarial valuation. The state comes out, they audit it, and say, you have to put this much money into the pension plans to keep them solvent. To start, the most important thing to talk about in this discussion is the pension committee, and this is part of this approval, is we lowered the assumed rate of return, the amount of money the investments are going to make, from 7.5% to 7.25%. That gets it more in line with what other municipalities are doing in the state and what our investment advisors actually recommend. When I started here, it was at 8%. There's a zero chance that you're going to get 8% over a lifetime return.
So let me stop you right there, John. So it was 8%, which is an unreasonable rate of return on your pension investment.
Yes.
And what that did was that lowered the MMO, the obligation, and they used that money to operate the township rather than putting it in the pension fund.
Yes.
So we, in the last couple of years, have lowered that rate to a more reasonable return rate.
I think it was 2 years ago, we dropped it from 8 all the way down to 7.5.
7.5%.
And
that's right.
0.5% is a large number. And we're going to kind of get into like some of the numbers here where just 0.25% is a large number for the township, but we're in a good spot where we can bite the bullet and actually do what is right for the township and the pension plans to lower these liabilities. So the police increase, it's from 25 to 26, it went up $427,863. That's actually putting it up to $2.8 million. And that's before any extra money we put in. The non-uniform increased $105,000 up to like $638,000. So these numbers, they increased. They would not have increased if we did not lower the discount rate. So it's kind of, like I said, biting that bullet and saying, let's do the right thing, lower it. We'll pay the extra money and go forward doing it the right thing.
It keeps the pension fund solvent, it keeps the rate of return realistic, and
Yes.
they're actually realistic numbers rather than a fantasy number is what it is.
And so the way we budgeted 24, 25, and the way we're going through 26 is actually budgeting an extra $300,000 to the police pension fund. The police pension fund, specifically because the non-uniform is a closed plan. No new employees go into that plan. So we're trying to knock down the police liability. So with doing that, we're actually paying the market value of assets with this extra money, but keeping the payments on the smoothing method. So doing that it's a good thing, but it's also keeping us funded properly. By doing this, we're keeping the police plan funded at 80%. Anything like exactly 80%, anything less than 80, it actually becomes a distressed municipality. So we're staying good on that. The non-uniforms at like 93%. So again, because that's a closed plan, we don't have to worry about new employees kind of affecting that MMO. Another reason for the like you, Mr. Hayes, you said, it's the investment in human capital. In the last, since the beginning of 23, we have 11 new police officers working right now, and we're going to actually swear in 2 more in December. So that's 13 police officers. They're younger. That's affecting the pension plan because they're looking at what they're going to be making 25 years from now when they retire. So this investment is affecting the MMO greatly. Along with, like I said, the big thing was the decrease in the discount rate. Also the valuation period. So the valuation period, if we didn't lower that, we would see a giant decrease in the MMO. In 23 and 24, we had over a 15% rate of return and a 10%. You usually never get 2 years with that great of a return. So us not and actually biting the bullet right now is the best time to do it because we had a good rate of return. If we had a bad year, that this decrease in discount rate would have jumped that MMO huge. So yeah, I think we're doing everything properly, and it's good looking forward, and it's going to actually, again, I always look at, if we ever have to borrow money again, this is what bond rating companies look at. The funding ratios, what are your assumed interest rates and stuff like that, because there's a way of, if we kept it at 8%, 9%, you'd be 100% funded or something like that. By doing this, we're doing the right thing, but also being realistic going forward.
Right, I appreciate that, John, and once again, hats off to you and your expertise because we rely on it, and it is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So I don't.
Maybe not.
Any questions?
I just want to read the numbers.
You go right ahead, Tom.
Thanks, John.
John, that wasn't too painful. I think everyone's eyes are still open. A couple of them have toothpicks in them.
Couple are asleep.
Keep them open, but it wasn't too bad.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Chairman, as far as the amounts go, for the police pension, the minimum municipal obligation has been recommended from our actuarial at $2,848,826. That's the amount we're going to put in to the pension fund in 2026, plus the additional that John indicated.
Plus the additional $300,000, which will put us at market value. Correct.
For the non-uniform pension fund, the amount is, for next year, $637,974. And for the defined contribution plan that we also have, they recommend putting, that it's going to be $92,451 next year.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't believe we have to take action on the actuarial valuation report.
We do not, but we do need to, like, say it's here and.
Yeah, okay, so we've acknowledged we received the actuarial report, and we don't have to approve it, take action to approve it, but we do have it, we've reviewed it, and we'll take action now on approving the 2026 minimum municipal obligations and the amount specified by Mr. Scott. Is there a motion? I believe there was already.
Yes, there was.
And it's seconded by you, Chuck, right?
Yes.
All right, any other comments from the board? From the public? All right, being none, let's call the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Chair votes aye, motion carries 5-0. Thank you.
See, even Janice is still awake.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Thomas?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen of the board. Just one word about the pension actuarial valuations. We're going to put it on the website.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's a lot of accounting and a lot of stuff, but it looks at what the pensions, how the pensions did, and what are the liabilities and assets we accrued from 2023 and 2024. It's done every 2 years. Thank you. All right, so the next Board of Supervisors meeting is scheduled for October the 2nd. I wonder if we should cancel that.
I do believe that's a
agree.
religious holiday, right?
It is.
I believe it is.
Yom
yeah.
Kippur.
Okay.
And so therefore, the one after that would be Thursday, October the 16th,
Yep.
AKA probably the playoffs for the Phillies, but.
Be a quick meeting.
Any objections? Yeah, it's Red October, that's right. So any objections from the board?
No.
No.
All right, so we will cancel the October 2nd meeting and have the third Thursday, October 16th, as our regular scheduled meeting.
Fantastic, and as always, with the approval of the MMO, we are officially in 2026 budget season. Hooray.
So you really want to fall asleep. Wait till we get a load of that.
We're
That's
slow.
always a lot of fun, Tom, if you like to crunch numbers. All right.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Tom.
Only John does.
Scott?
I have nothing for this evening.
Okay. And last but not least, as always, Mr. Kennard.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. He never has anything to say.
That's
All
hard to
good news.
believe you didn't have anything to say, isn't it?
All good news tonight. You guys talked about the trail. That's looking really good. I will mention also the road program. They'll be back paving September 29th is their schedule to finish Phase 2 in the Speedway, so that's good news as well. And some more good news, Shenandoah Woods, we did receive our MPDS permit for the first phase of the park project. We only needed one round of revisions, so which is difficult to do. My staff, Erin and her staff, did a great job getting that permit and working with the county and the state. So you have your MPDS permit for that as well. We are working now at the golf course. You saw the presentation tonight. I think we're good enough that we can start the permit for that as well. So that'll be the next big permit that we need to start working on.
And I believe the RDA is going to put the foundation and driveway removal over at Shenandoah Woods out to bid very shortly, correct?
Yes, I think part of the deal, I haven't, actually Aaron's been working with the RDA, and I think the township staff on us contracting directly with the RDA on some of the work over there. So instead of billing the township, we already have a service agreement with the RDA, and we'll modify that and work directly with them on your project.
Okay. Well, there is a meeting tomorrow that I will be attending, as you know.
Yes.
So we'll make sure that gets, believe it is on the agenda.
Okay.
For tomorrow.
Thank you for your reports, gentlemen.
Thank you. All right, Tom already went through item 10, which is the change in the meeting schedule. Supervisors' comments. Would you like to go first, Kath?
Certainly. I would just like to remind everyone, join us next Saturday for Warminster Day. It's a blast. So it's from 11 to 3 p.m. Bring the family. It's an awesome time. Hope to see you there. And remember, kids are back to school. Please drive safe. That's it, Mr. Chair.
All right. Janice, we'll switch to you.
Okay, sounds good. It was nice to participate tonight. I much prefer to be in person with everyone. It was nice to see all the good things that are happening, and I'm excited that Speedway is going to get paved, or at least the first half of Speedway will be getting paved in the next couple weeks, and I know a lot of the residents there have been looking forward to that. Hope everybody has a great weekend and enjoys the great weather that we're going to be having for our last weekend of summer. Take care. Thank you.
You're welcome. Chuck?
Nothing really this time except for like to say how stylish Tom Scott looks today with that amazing jacket and collar.
I second that.
I think I should have sunglasses next time I got to sit across from him.
It is pixelating on the
It
screen.
is.
Actually. Judy?
Oh, I just wanted to say that I'm glad that we're getting that settlement for the opioid project. You know, so far this year, as of yesterday, there were 2,500 overdose deaths in Bucks County, just in Bucks County. So we really need to get money together to use to work on that and get some relief. And also, there's a possible bill going up and being introduced next session in the state to allow EMS and police officers, when they go to an overdose site, when they rescue somebody, to leave Narcan at that house in case there's another incident. And so that has to go through. I think we should support that. Also, the library had a wonderful year. They're building up. They're building and building and building since COVID. And they had a few author events this summer that were great. And they are having a Medicare open enrollment info session on October 1st. So, among other things for adults. And so, call your library or look at their newsletter and see what's in there for you, because there's something for everybody at Warminster Library. Okay.
Well said, Judy.
Thanks, Judy. All right, so finally, I just want to, we are going to pave up to First Street, I believe, in the Speedway, and Marcy moves very quickly. They do a fantastic job. But I want to acknowledge the fantastic job that the Municipal Authority crew is doing out there. I sit on that board as well, and we had a gentleman come to our meeting to thank us and say what a fantastic job, how helpful they are. I know when the school buses opening day of school, they went and did some other things. They moved some pipe around, and they allowed the school buses to come through the intersection before they closed it down and started digging through the intersection. They actually walked some kids down to the school bus. It was really nice. It was really nice to hear that. What a great job they're doing, because, you know, we seem to hear all the complaints and all the negative stuff, just like the police do all the time, but they're them to a much more extreme extent, of course. So it's always nice to hear what a great job they're doing. I wanted to acknowledge that. All right, with that, we will motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
All right, thank you.
Fourth, fifth.